So I know y'all probably weren't expecting this, but yeah, I'm kind of a basketball fan. I consider myself a basketball fan. I've followed the NBA a good bit. I don't know. I really started following it over the past few years. It's just exciting, and I thought I'd talk about the summer league. I haven't really made a video like this in a while, and I hope y'all don't get too attached to this background because I got the suitcases out and I ain't going on vacation. So y'all know what that means. And yeah, so it might be a little while. Hopefully I can get this set up to my new house like before college football season around then because I want to make those videos again. But I mean, I'll figure that out. All right. Well, enough about my personal life that y'all definitely don't care about. So I just wanted to get into a few of these games. So first are the California games. One of my favorite players in the draft was like Jaime Jaquez. I think that's how you pronounce it. Coming from UCLA, he was like a 4-year starter there. Really solid college player, but I didn't expect him to get drafted that high. He actually got drafted, I think, one or two. I think it was 2 picks ahead of Cam Whitmore. The Rockets got, and I know I got a Nets jersey on. I'm a Rockets fan, trust me. But that guy Jaquez balled out in his first game. He posterized that one guy. That was pretty impressive. That wasn't the best dunk of the day. We'll get to that later. I was actually at that game. Now, you guys probably know what it is. But next game, the Spurs are playing the Hornets, and this is the first Spurs-Hornets game, not the one with Wemby. Yeah, Julian Champagnie put up 30 in this game. I mean, that guy was kind of going off the end of last season, so I was kind of expecting him to carry it over to this summer league. I mean, the Spurs beat the shit out of the Hornets, beat them by like 20. Brandon Miller had was like 18 points and I think like 8 fouls or something like that because you can't foul out in summer league. So he was looking a little bit disappointing. I thought Scoot was a better player than him, and it's kind of looking like the case. But like I said, this is only summer league, but he really needs to cut down on his turnover. And the next 2 players I want to talk about, Warriors Kings, I guess games. Lester Quinones for the Warriors, I'd never heard of him. I think he's a rookie, but he's been going off during the summer league. And then Keegan Murray, bro. What is Keegan Murray doing in the summer league? I'm pretty sure he won summer league MVP last year. He dropped 29 and 41 in his 2 games. Like, bro, this is not 2K. You do not have badges to grind, bro. Like, just enjoy your break. Like, come on. All right, and then the first of the 2 games that I went to here in Salt Lake City, we had the Grizzlies 76ers. That was the much more competitive game. Wasn't quite as entertaining, but it was definitely more competitive. The Grizzlies wound up beating the Sixers 94-92. Like I said, it was close, but the big boy Kenneth Lofton dropped 21 and 13, and I'd never seen him play in person, but yeah, it was fun. I mean, how can you not cheer against this guy? Like, come on. Yeah, no, aside from Kenny, nobody else really stood out in this game, and yeah, he's still Chet Holmgren's father. Speaking of Chet Holmgren, his team is up next, and trust me, I'm going to get to him in a second, but I got to talk about a few of his teammates first. I'll talk about, I think, probably Jalen Williams. He's one of my favorite players in the league. This guy is so good. Like, I saw him play as a rookie, not in person, but I saw a bunch of his highlights, would watch him. And I really want to see him play in person. He dropped 21 points in the first half and did not touch the court in the second half. He actually hasn't even dressed for any game since then. I mean, well, I see him on the sideline a good bit, but he's never in his uniform. And then his other teammate, Trey Mann, oh my God, this guy just fathered a Jazz player, literally. Just watch this dunk.
And the way that we had hoped, but just kind of.
Yeah, that dunk got me out of my seat. I ain't gonna lie. I saw him just winding up for that, and I'm like, oh boy, here we go. You gonna try it? And when he got it, I was like, bro, that other guy he just need to retire. Like, come on. And it was actually crazy. I mean, I was at work the next day. Like since I live in Salt Lake for the next few days. Yeah, he comes in with like his friends, and they all have on Thunder stuff. And I'm like, y'all here for the summer league? And they're like, yeah. And then Trey Mann walks over here. He's like, I'm playing in a few hours. I'm like, wait, are you Trey Mann? He's like, yeah. And I said, I saw that dunk. That was crazy. He goes, oh yeah, no. I was like, that was my favorite play I've ever had in the NBA. And I was like, bro, that's still the craziest dunk I've ever seen in person. I don't know. I just thought that's cool that I met him. Now, I did tell you I was gonna talk about Chet Holmgren, and not gonna lie, one guy he kind of like reminds me of is Nikola Vucevic. He's obviously like a really good defender. He can kind of shoot the ball. He's a good rebounder, but like he's not huge for his size. I mean, he's 7 feet tall, but he's like built like me. And then, I mean, like he's got, I don't know, he's okay like with the ball, but he's not like Wemby. You're not gonna put him in point guard. You're not gonna have him take the ball up the court at all. And then he's a little bit smaller, so he does get bodied around. Like, bro, Chet, unless the guy that you're guarding is like me, don't try and back him down. Like that was just not working, and he kept trying to do it over and over again. It's kind of why he didn't shoot too well. So I don't know. He was a lot better in the second half than he was the first half. He was very inefficient in the first half. But I think if he like cuts down on like his I don't know what you call it. He's way too careless with the ball. Like he doesn't really seem to pay attention too much to the defense when he has the ball, so he's gonna turn it over a lot. He had the ball stolen from him so many times, and then he also needs to take smarter shots. But I honestly think he can be a good player. But I think the hype on him needs to die down a little bit. But like I'm not going to call him a bust already. He hasn't even played in a real game. So, I don't know. I think he'll be interesting. But I want to go through these a little bit faster now. It took a little while in the first one. So, this was that Wednesday on the 5th. The Warriors beat the Hornets. Game was kind of low-key. Spurs, without Wemby, beat the Lakers. I mean, Max Christie looked really good for the Lakers. And Malachi Branham dropped 32 for the Spurs. So, that's kind of cool. Kings beat the Heat. This was the game that Keegan Murray dropped 41 points in. And the other two that were in Salt Lake were the Grizzlies, Thunder. The Grizzlies beat the Thunder. Trey Mann did score 28, so that was cool. That was the day that I was working, that I met him. And then the 76ers beat the Jazz 104-94. The Keontae George looks really good. The rest of the Jazz team just, I don't know, I've been kind of underwhelmed by them. Now let's go on to were there games? There were games out Thursday. Oh, yeah, this one. Another Trey Mann, 23 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Solid game. Thunder won that one as well. Wait, am I still recording? I think I am. Yeah, I am. Okay. And then the Jazz finally got a win. Ochai Agbaji dropped 22 points, 13 rebounds. Yeah, he had 13 rebounds. Jazz beat the Grizzlies pretty convincingly, which was a good way to finish it off. Now let's talk about Vegas. Alright, so as you guys probably know, most of the Summer League games are held in Las Vegas because that's probably where all the players want to go. I mean, let's be honest, nobody wants to come to Salt Lake. None of these guys want to come to Salt Lake for anything. But Vegas, I mean, they can gamble. I mean, shit, there's a lot of stuff that's legal in Vegas. It ain't legal in Utah. I'm just going to leave it there. I want to keep this monetized, even though I can't make money. Well, whatever. Alright, so there's a lot of games here. I only want to talk about a few. Since I'm a Rockets fan, you already know which game I got to talk about. Oh, my God. Rockets Trailblazers. This was Scoot Henderson versus Amen Thompson. Both of them are balling, and both of them got hurt. Yeah, literally, they both left the game with injuries. Amen Thompson was looking good. So was Scoot. I mean, I was mainly focused on Amen, but I mean, hey. But then, at the very end of the game, like I said, Jabari Smith, stop calling him a bust. The guy's like a stud right now. With like less than a second left, Tari Eason just heaved it up to him. He catches it for 3, down by 2, puts it up, and the Rockets win. I mean, oh my God, I was so excited watching that. But I mean, I gotta say, Tari Eason and Jabari Smith, those were actually 2 good picks. Jabari, I can see him making a pretty big leap second year. He struggled a bit as a rookie, but I think he's pretty solid overall. Tari Eason is a really, really good defender. I just don't know how big his role is gonna be since we gave fucking Dylan Brooks 4 years, $80 million. Don't even get me started. Just don't. And also, real quick before I finish this, some other guys I got to shout out. Julian Champagnie, I already talked about him. Sharif Cooper, he's been balling. Amani Bates, he's been balling. Max Christie, I already talked about him. He's been balling. And I got to show some love to my short guys. What's his name? The Marquise Noel. That's the guy I was thinking of. He's like 5'8", played at Kansas State. He set the record for the most assists in an NCAA tournament game. Yeah, he's like the same height as me, but he looked really, really good. So, I mean, hey, shout out to you, man. I see you doing your thing. Before y'all are all in the comments talking about, oh, where's Wemby? What about Wemby? I'm going to get to him in another video. I just don't want to group him into all this. I want to give him his own video. So, yeah, subscribe and turn notifications for that. So, I'll catch y'all, and peace out.